First and foremost, the Death Note is a supernatural notebook that grants its user the power to kill anyone, as long as they know their name and face. However, it's not as simple as just writing a name. There are strict rules that determine how it works, and today, we're breaking down every important one. The basic rules. If you write a person's name in the Death Note while picturing their face, they will die within 40 seconds. If no cause of death is specified, they will die of a heart attack. You can also specify the cause of death within 6 minutes and 40 seconds after writing their name. This allows for more control over how the person dies. If you don't specify a cause within that time, the heart attack becomes the default. Time and limitations. Once a name is written in the Death Note, the death is unavoidable. Even if the notebook is destroyed, the person will still die at the set time. However, if a name is misspelled 4 times, the person becomes immune to the Death Note forever, unless the misspelling was intentional. You also cannot kill someone before they are born, or someone over 124 years old, and the Death Note won't work if the writer doesn't actually believe it will work. Control over the victim. The Death Note isn't just about killing. It allows the user to manipulate a person's actions before they die. As long as it's physically possible, a person can be controlled for up to 23 days before their death. However, if the actions written are impossible, the person will simply die without performing them. For example, if you write, "John Smith will rob a bank and then die in a car crash," John will attempt to do so, unless robbing the bank is completely impossible. If that's the case, he'll just die of the car crash. Ownership and Shinigami rules. The Death Note is always tied to its owner. If someone touches the notebook, they can see the Shinigami that owns it, but they don't gain the ability to use it unless ownership is transferred. If a person gives up ownership, they lose all memories of the Death Note unless they touch it again. A human can also trade half of their remaining lifespan for the Shinigami eyes, which allow them to see people's names and lifespans above their heads. However, even with the eyes, you still need a person's real name to write in the Death Note. Death Note restrictions. One Death Note cannot affect the same person twice. If a name is written again after they have already been targeted, nothing will happen. Also, a Death Note cannot directly cause multiple deaths at once, meaning it can't be used to start large-scale disasters like a plane crash or an earthquake. Lastly, if a Shinigami kills a human out of personal interest rather than just following their natural lifespan, that Shinigami dies.